UPSC in the 2023 prelims question paper asked about mangroves and Bhitarkanika mangroves in specific. Bhitarkanika mangrove is a mangrove wetland in Odisha in India, covering an area of 650 km in the Brahmani River and Baitarni River Delta. Olive ridley turtles arrive in January to March for nesting at Gahirmata beach. An average of almost 240,000 nests per season was estimated between 1976 and 1996. Up to 80,000 individuals were captured every year until 1982. Gahirmata beach is a beach in Kendrapara district of Indian state of Odisha. The beach separates the Bhitarkanika mangrove from the Bay of Bengal and is the world's most important nesting beach for olive ridley turtles. The beach is part of Gahirmata Marine Wildlife Sanctuary, which also includes the adjacent portion of Bay of Bengal. So let's quickly know what is a mangrove forest. Mangroves are tropical plants that are adapted to loose, wet soil, salt water and being periodically submerged by tides. Four major factors appears to limit the distribution of mangroves: climate, salt water, tidal fluctuation and soil type. There are about 80 different species of mangrove trees. All of these trees grow in areas with low oxygen soil where slow moving waters allow fine sediments to accumulate. Mangrove forests only grow at tropical and subtropical latitudes near the equator because they cannot withstand freezing temperature. Many mangrove forests can be recognized by the dense tangle of prop roots that make the trees appear to be standing on stilts above the water. This tangle of roots allows the trees to handle the daily rise and fall of tides, which means the most mangroves get flooded at least twice per day. The root also slow the movement of tidal water, causing sediments to settle out the water and build up the muddy bottom. The red mangroves are easily identified by the prop roots, which are tangled, reddish, aerial roots that originate from the trunk and branch. Their leaves are almost 1 to 5 inches long, broad and blunt on the tip. It's very shiny, deep green on top and paler on the underside. Various black mangroves can be identified by numerous finger-like projections called pneumatophores that protrude from the soil around the tree's trunk. Black mangrove leaves are oblong, shiny green on top and cover with short dense hair on the underside. Black mangroves are usually found in slightly higher elevations upland from red mangroves. The white mangroves have no visible aerial root system like red and black. The easiest way to identify white mangroves is by the leaves. The leaves are up to 3 inches long, elliptical, rounded at both ends, yellowish in color and have two distinguishing glands at the base of each leaf blade where the stem begins. White mangroves are usually located in elevations higher and farther upland than either the red or black mangroves. Let's quickly know something about the values and functions of mangroves. The mangroves trap and cycle various organic materials, chemical elements and important nutrients in the coastal ecosystem. Mangroves provide one of the basic food chain resource for marine organisms. Mangroves provide physical habitat and nursery grounds for a wide variety of marine organisms, many of which have important recreation and commercial value. Mangroves serve as a storm buffer by reducing wind and wave action in shallow shoreline areas. They protect the coastal areas from tsunami, storm surges and soil erosion due to their complex root systems which dissipate sea wave energy. Sediment deposition is a visible feature which arrests coastal erosion and seawater pollution. Many fish species and other fauna breeds in this mangrove. They are a very important source of livelihood for communities found in the mangrove forest. Also very important for collection of honey, tanning, wax, fishing and they are also fantastic carbon sinks. So the mangroves represent the littoral forest system. They are called the halophytes. They are salt resistant. The trees that grow in mangrove forest are generally 8 to 20 meters high. These trees have thick leaves. They have blind roots which are called pneumatophores. These roots help this tree to respire in even anaerobic soils. Now let's find out some of the major mangroves in India like the Sundarban groves, Mahanadi groves, Krishna Godavari, mangroves of Gujarat, Ratnagiri mangroves, Goa mangroves, Kaveri Delta mangroves, Krishna Godavari, Andaman Nicobar and Pichavaran mangrove forest.